everybody, welcome to Angling Heroes.
Hey guys, as you just saw in that little quick video there, you could see the factory signal lights in the front of the Ford Maverick. They're amber when they're not flashing, and they obviously remain amber as well, and they do for the factory signal lights to meet the code. And as well, we walked around the back of the truck and you saw the cargo light there. It's a little bit yellowy looking there, the factory light is. It's not quite as bright as I'd like. So to solve the problem of the cargo light, we have, what do we have in the bag, Devlin?
We have some single lights and some cargo lights.
That's right, these are the cargo lights from Lasfit. They sent these to me to try out, so we're going to install those in the back to see if we can improve our visibility in the pan of the truck. And as well, these are just a little dress-up kit that they sell for the truck, and as well, they're actually super bright. So we're going to install these. They'll give you a different look on the front of the Maverick, and you'll see why when I install them as compared to the factory lights. So we're going to do that, and we'll show you the finished product at the end of this video. But in the meantime, I'm just going to discuss a little bit about the Ford 360 package and my fuel consumption in the 2-liter gas model Maverick. I had to get that out without getting confused because for those of you who don't know, I started out with the hybrid. I had that for 5 months and about 15,000 kilometers, and I traded it in. I needed the all-wheel drive in the winter. I do a lot of snow driving, so when I'm talking about the 2-liter gas, I can say that I'm probably one of the few who's actually owned both vehicles at this point in the history of the Maverick. So, as we mentioned before, this truck is a little different than the first one we had, right, Devlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's not the hybrid, right?
It's 4-wheel drive.
Exactly, it's the all-wheel drive gas model. We actually do pretty much the same. This one has a sliding rear window, and we put the sunshades and bug deflectors on. It looks the same as the other one. But something new that we did add is this tonneau cover right here, if Devlin wants to open it up and show you. I've had hard folding tonneau covers and soft tri-folding tonneau covers in the past, and I gotta say, I really like this one here. You don't have to actually remove it to get it out of your way. It just rolls up pretty simple and it attaches with Velcro. It's a really quick installation system, and this is available from Ford Factory Accessories. I'll put a link to the part number in the description. But I gotta say, I really like it there. Once you roll it up, it's out of the way. So it just rolls up by the back window, and there's a little clip there you can use to hold it in place. So while Devlin's taking out the screws to install the Lasfit cargo lights, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the fuel economy. I had the hybrid. I mean, that was fantastic on fuel, but again, I wanted the all-wheel drive for the winter months for doing some towing and stuff that I do. So we did switch up to the all-wheel drive. This one has the 4K tow package, which I'm actually going to discuss in a future video. I'm not sure if that was a necessary purchase or not, but stay tuned and I'll tell you why. But right now, after putting 8,000 kilometers on this truck, my all-around fuel economy is averaging about 9.4 liters per 100. That's somewhere around 25 miles per gallon, I believe. Around the city, if I just strictly stayed in the city, I'm getting about 10 liters per 100 kilometers. And on the highway, for strictly highway driving, I just came back from a 1,800 kilometer highway trip. I drove across the province and back, and my fuel economy for that trip was about 30 miles per gallon, or around 8.1 or 8 liters per 100 kilometers. So on the highway, it's fantastic, and I'm quite pleased with it. Around town, I'd like to see it a little better, but that's the trade-off you make for the all-wheel drive. Devlin's almost got those screws out now, so I'm going to hop up and give him a hand to pop in these bulbs now for the Lasfit lights. So there's just 4 screws in your light here, and that'll remove the light bracket and give you access to the bulbs in the back. And these Lasfit lights are plug and play. Articulated. Turn towards the camera. There you go. So we've got the light right here. So all you have to do is just turn your socket. So is when you turn, you take your socket off and the bulb actually comes out through the bottom. There's a little more room there.
Just the Lasfit lights that we're gonna put on the light for here to make it a bit brighter. So when you're putting stuff in the back of the truck, these lights will make it a bit brighter.
I'm going to put this one in.
Now we got the bulbs in, and we're going to put them back into here. So we just finished the last lights, and now we're going to put in the front lights.
And for those of you who are wondering, I'll put this link in the bottom, but the Lasfit part number for these backup, or for these cargo lights is LT15. So I'm sitting in the cab of the Maverick now, and I'm just going to do a quick little talk and demonstration on how to set up the Ford 360 to the preferences that you want. The Ford 360 is a driver assist package which is available on just about all the trim levels of the Maverick. This one here is the 2-liter gas model. It's the luxury add-on with the FX4 and tow package, but I'm pretty sure you can get the 360 on just about all of them. And what the Ford 360 package is it offers you lane departure warnings and driver alert systems for cross traffic when you're backing up. And as well, it gives you blind spot indicators in your mirrors. The blind spot indicators are located right here. It's a little bit hard to see when they're not illuminated, but what happens is if you have a vehicle in the blind spot and you go to change lanes, there's a warning indicator that comes on here. It'll be on orange if the vehicle is in your blind spot, and it'll flash if you start to change lanes while there's a vehicle there. And the other options that the Ford 360 gives you is lane departure warnings. Right here in the corner of your screen, you'll see the little vehicle with the lanes on both sides. So if you're driving inside your lanes, those lanes will be illuminated green. And if your vehicle wanders to the right or to the left, you'll get a warning here. These will change to red to warn you that you're departing from your lane. It also has a automatic steering assist, which will gently guide your vehicle back into the center of the lane. That's an option that can be turned on and off. I personally keep it off just due to the fact that I don't like the vehicle taking over when I'm driving. So to adjust these settings, you do it the same as you would in all the Mavericks. You have to go to your menu button here. I actually go into the operation of this with the hybrid that I owned previously. You can check out that video. It'll give you some more detailed. It'll give you some more details on how to program some of the settings. A lot of them are similar in this vehicle. So if I press the menu button, I go to settings and press OK. It'll come up on the driver assistance screen. And these are all of the options that you can set for your Ford 360 package. So your lane keeping system, you have a choice between alert and aid. That gives you the warning alert flashes in the dash, as well as it will assist the vehicle to go back to the center of your lane. It'll do it automatically. And you can turn off both of these, or you can select one or the other. So right now I have it set, but I generally just choose to have it set to alert. So I'll press the back button, and this is the one here where you can select your intensity, high, low, or normal. I'll leave my warning on high so it flashes. And as well, you can activate or deactivate your cross traffic alert and your blind spot control. So now they're all off, but I'll leave the driver alert, I'll leave the cross traffic on, and I'll leave the blind spot on. And just to give you an idea what the warning looks like in your mirror, when you press the button to change your settings, it'll flash in your mirror to let you know that you've changed your settings. That's the same indicator that will come on if there's a vehicle in your blind spot. So that's how you set up your Ford 360 with the preferences that you like. Again, it's a pretty simple system there. It just warns you of some of your blind spots. And when you're pulling into traffic or backing up, it'll give you some warning indicators that vehicles are approaching. There is one other thing with this that's worth noting is you can turn this on or off. The only thing that will stay on is your blind spot indicators, and your mirrors will still work. But if you want to turn off all of your lane departure systems, that's a very simple way to do it without going into your settings. There's a button on the end of your signal light indicator, which I'll show you now. So on the left side of your steering wheel, you have your signal light lever right here. On the end of your signal light lever, there's a button. So if you push this button on your signal light once, as I'm going to do here, this indicator right here in the top corner of your screen, that will turn off. And as well, your lanes right here, which are also shown in your screen, they'll turn off, and your speedometer will revert to the center of your display. In this mode here, that means that the Ford 360 lane assist system is deactivated, and your speedometer will operate here. So I just thought that was a couple of quick little tips there that people may not realize when they're using the Ford 360. But for the price of the option, it's a great safety feature, and I think it was worth buying, even just for the blind spot indicators when you're changing lanes. I certainly like it.
So now we're going to take out the front lights. Just have to lift up the hood, and then when you look inside, you'll see this little kind of like skin tone thing, and then you just twist it and then pull it out, then you get the lights. So then after you pull it out, you just have to pull out on the light. It's kind of hard, but then you get it out. Then you just have to do the exact same thing with the other side.
Before you put it in.
But before we do that, we're going to put in this side and then do the other side. It's basically the same thing, but opposite. Then you just have to push how it then gets in. And then you just do the same thing. You push the light in. And then you just have to push it in, then twist it again.
Perfect. Good job.
So these Lasfit lights light up the whole garage perfectly. And now we're going to walk around front and show you them lights.
So is it more light or less light with the new Lasfit lights in the cargo box, Devlin?
A lot more light. So the single lights used to be oranges, but now they're actually white. This one's so much brighter. The multicolored lights from Lasfit makes the Ford Maverick look really cool. They're a lot brighter than they used to be, and then when they're flashing, it's actually orange, and when they're not flashing, it's actually white.
Alright everybody, so thanks for watching. That was just a quick little review of the Ford 360 package and an update on the fuel economy that I'm getting in the 2-liter compared to the hybrid, which I owned previously. And as well, we showed you how easy it is to install the lights from Lasfit. Did we have any trouble installing them, Devlin?
Nope.
How long did it take us, do you think, to do them all?
Only maybe 2 minutes to install the back and like a minute to install the front.
Yeah,
the front was definitely quicker though.
Yeah, the front.
Yeah, because you didn't need to unscrew anything on the front.
Oh, that's right.
It was a lot quicker.
That's right. The front ones, you just twist the sockets. The back ones, we had 3 screws to take out. The 4 screws. Devlin's right. So again, the number for these front multicolored signal lights from Lasfit is T-4257D. That's the package right here. I'll put that link in. And what's the number for the rear cargo lights, Devlin?
LT15.
LT15. That's right. If you like our content with Ford Mavericks and as well some of our outdoor stuff, which hopefully you guys will check out, make sure you keep watching. And in the new year, when we hit our 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be having what, Devlin?
A secret giveaway.
And even though we've generally been gearing our content towards the outdoors, that's what started this channel, we're really enjoying the Ford Maverick videos and as well the feedback from our listeners. So that contest won't leave you guys out either. And I do actually have one more thing to add. If there's anything anybody wants to see or has any questions about the Ford Maverick, just pop your questions in the comments below and we'll read them and see if we can do a video or answer your questions as best we can. Right, Devon?
And remember to like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube and Instagram.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, so you can say...
Are we starting?
Yeah. I'll go back and push that button and then I'll just make sure this works before we make sure they work. Yeah. Oh.
They're bright.
Okay, turn them off. Oh, I was just doing a quick check there before we put them back together. All right, so you can put them back in now. Tell them what you're doing. And because the signal lights will be multicolored signal lights, don't they? So let's say
What do you mean multicolored?
I'll explain to you later. Say multicolored.